Hello everyone. Today is September 21st and it's a two-people team, me and Mohit, and we wish to climb Pologongka, which is an almost 6,400 meter peak. I think it's 6,385 meters in Ladakh. We stayed at this place called Sumdo for the night, and then early morning we drove our bike. So we just got into this side valley from this road pass called Pologongka Lake. We are almost at 5,000 meters and the time is 6:20 a.m. The aim is to do an out and back to the peak, all the way up and down. The weather seems to be very clear. This is what we are expecting throughout the day. It's still a trekking peak, but not easy at all. Requires a lot of experience, a lot of acclimatization. That's our bike right there. Now the distance to the summit is close to 7 kilometers with some 1400 meter of elevation gain. So in the very first hour we have done some 2.5 kilometers. Time is 7:22 p.m. Since there is no sun, the temperature was pretty low, so I was wearing some thick socks under my trail runners. They look funny now. So we can finally have some sunlight at 8:10 a.m. In the last 1 hour 45 minutes we have done some 3.53 kilometers, and I think we have gained somewhere close to 600 odd meters. Now there is no trail as such while climbing up, but then there are these patches of moss that are helping us hike up nice and easy. Now since the sun is here, it is also the time for us to get rid of the thick layers. It just instantly feels so warm and nice. Now we can see Chonkar Lake at a distance. This one. You'll have to use 4 points while climbing. Whoa. Just saved. The big one moved. So yeah, be very careful. This one's not at all easy. I'm close to 5,700 meters now. See, it's a sea of rocks. This one has been one of the toughest trekking peaks that I've done. This climb is not easy. So we are taking small breaks and eating some snacks, filling up electrolyte. We are at 5,800 meters. Julie. So at 10:15 a.m. we have touched 6,000 meters, done some 4.5 kilometers in the last 3 hours 50 minutes, and now we are walking. We both are walking like zombies. Even if we wish, we can't go fast. Great. The only way is to go slow. Slow is smooth is fast. We are now at 6,100 meters and it is getting more and more difficult. So the time right now is 11:20 a.m. It has been exactly 5 hours. We started at 6:20. In the last 5 hours, we have covered 5 kilometers. If you remember, in the very first hour, we clocked 2.5 kilometers. In the second hour, we were at 4 kilometers. In the last 2 hours, you'll just cover 1 kilometer. But the ascent is 1,250 meters already. and that's what takes all the effort and time. You cannot go fast here. Finally into the snow field of Pologongka. We are now at 6,300 meters, so we just have 100 more meters to climb. Nice and easy. So the time is 12:24 p.m. It took us exactly 6 hours. This is 5.6 kilometers. My watch says that we are at 6401, and we gained some 1,444 meters of elevation gain, some 1,300 calories burnt, and we are here. This is the beautiful Pologongka, but there is this big cave that you can see, and then there were some flags kept here, which gave us an idea that okay, this is our peak, because this is more like a small ridge line. This is a place from where you'll get one of the most magnificent views of Somuriri, all the peaks in the Karzok Angri or the Karzok region, and then amazing views of Sopir. It is very cold, it's super windy, and you see there's some magnificent views all around. I'll do a quick 360 shot. That is Somuriri. Yeah. That is Choker, and we have chuffs flying around.
So the hike is challenging in more than one ways. So first of all, to reach this location, you have to rent out a bike, then you have to ride around 4 or 5 hours, then you have to stay at a place. So we stayed at a place called Sumdo, that is around 25 kilometers away from here. And in the morning, when everything was freezing and it was too windy, so we came to the starting point by the bike, and we started, and our condition was like our extremes, like our toes, they were like freezing, and we were not even able to speak. So the other challenge is like we started our hike from 4950, and the entire hike is above like 5000. So that altitude is one more challenge. Once we started walking on the ridge, it became really difficult, and after 5800, it was like after every few steps, like after taking every 5 or 10 steps, like I have to stop, I have to just take some deep breaths and then restart. So one more thing is, it's been almost 3+ months in Ladakh. I have been training entirely for the same thing, and even then I am feeling so tired. I think I got a good company also. If I would have tried this on solo basis, then I think it would be like I would have messed up things. Yeah.
Hello everyone from top of this beautiful peak, and I think it is the highest point or highest altitude me and Mohit both have touched in our lives. I've been given this feedback from the community lately that I should put a disclaimer in all the videos that I put, where it seems as if whatever things that I'm doing, they seem to be easy. The viewers might feel that I'm able to do it with a lot of ease, which is true to a good extent. But then it is not very much practical or sensible to replicate it when you want to do the same thing. So Pologongka is a very difficult peak to do. The time that we took, 6 hours, I think it is a pretty good, it's a pretty fast time. And if you're someone who hasn't hiked a lot above 6,000 meters, I would say that Pologongka could be your third or fourth peak. After doing peaks like Kyagarri, UT Kangri, then you could graduate to Pologongka. Please don't take me wrong, I don't want to discourage you from doing it, but this has no trail, and as Mohit said, after the first 2-3 kilometers, it's straight up with rocks and boulders, and you have to make sure that you don't slip and fall, you don't hurt yourself, and there's no one here who's going to come and save you. One big thing is, once you start climbing, there's not a single drop of water on this whole hike. Then you have a nice snowfield that you have to walk through. So again, it depends on what kind of experience you have with walking in these snowfields. If you slip, will you be able to arrest yourself? And then a lot of research, and even after doing all of that, we just feel that we are at the mercy of the landscape. It is just because the weather was great, and the weather is still great, we are standing here in one piece. Otherwise, it would have been a nightmare even for us. So we are at the mercy of this landscape, and we're just 50% done. Getting down is another another big challenge that we have to take care. And this is for the first time in my life I'm standing at a point where I can see both Sokar and Somorari at the same time. This is impossible. I haven't seen this. So Pologongka is a great vantage point. It's an amazing peak to do. 7 hours. So we have spent 1 full hour, 1 hour 4 minutes on the peak. Time is 1:26 p.m. Time to get down. We have a quick little snow field to negotiate, and then it's all steep rocks and boulders after that. Again, this is another technical part where you should be very, very confident about negotiating steep snow slopes. Now it's getting windy by the minute. This time is close to 1:30, so we'll try to get down as soon as possible. You do see us doing it in a day, but it comes with a lot of experience, practice, and as I said, we are still at the mercy of the landscape. You should know how to do edging so that even your trail runners could give you enough grip. Whew. Nicely done. Okay, G, now the crazy descent begins. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. I think climbing up was much easier. Getting down for the initial 400 meters, 62 to 58, will be a nightmare. The way through this is just not to lose your cool. Take your time, find an easy route, and get down. So now we'll just be doing this for a total of 1 to 2 hours, I suppose. Scree, rock, steep drops. Oh yeah. But this is still the safest route. Tiring, cumbersome, requires a lot of mental focus, drains your mental energy, so be ready for this. We are now negotiating our last steep drop. Oh man, this one is a crazy descent, and once you're at the base, it should be okay. You see, it's just rocks and mud and sand. You glide sometimes, you use a rock sometimes. Nice. Happy to see shepherds at 5,300 meters. Not bad. And if we look back, oh man, I don't think I'll have the mental strength to climb it again unless there's a very strong purpose for me to do this again. Crazy. And now the plan is to basically get down some 100 meters. I think I'm at 5050. Get down to the spot where we had parked our bike, and then we would go all the way to this place called Debring, which is on the Manali Leh highway at 4500 meters. And that is a place where you have good connectivity in terms of network, this Geo 5G, and at the same time there's also good food. Cool. So we have reached near our bike. We are done. Let's do a quick stats check. So it's 9 hours 30 minutes, 11 kilometers at the speed of 1.2 kilometer per hour. That's the average for the whole activity. 20,000 steps, average heart rate 100 BPM. Most of the activity that I did was in zone 1. 2500 calories burnt, recovery time 20 hours. But this is the beauty. So we climbed up some 1500 meters and we dropped down close to 1500 meters. Doing a 1500 meter ascent and descent at a landscape above 5000 meters is usually not at all easy.
Okay, so it's been a really good day and weather has been our side, and still it's like around 4 p.m. and you can see the clear sky. So luckily you get such kind of days. And regarding the hike, it was one of the toughest hike I have ever made, and I have realized that after 5800 or even before 5600, 5500, body reacts in an entirely different way. But somehow acclimatization, we were both of us were very nicely acclimatized, and that has helped us a lot. And now we are near to our bike and we will go to a cozy place. Yeah, and we will eat a lot. We will try our best, and tomorrow hopefully we will do another peak, and for that we need to eat well and rest well. Okay, Jule, congrats.
Okay ji, so this was Team Pologongka. We'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe.